was recording and then you turned it off?
Yeah. No, I was recording and then you turned it off thinking you were turning it on.
So you recorded without my permission? I didn't even realize it? Okay, a couple things.
Okay.
You look fantastic. Your sweater is beautiful, and your makeup and eyeshadow all complement it beautifully.
Well, thanks, hun.
You are very beautiful. I mean, you're beautiful all the time, but this is an exceptionally cute ensemble, which is in great contrast to my gray complexion and my mustache that my son decided. I had a handlebar last week that I was enjoying, and my son just said, "I want to shave your handlebar." And
did that. Just shaved you.
He just shaved me. So
He's so cute.
He just gave me this little. I feel like it's a little John Waters-ish.
It is, yeah.
But it's.
And look at your shirt. Look how cute. You look cute.
I think. Well, I was saying I look a little gray.
We'll come forward to the light. There we go. There you are. Look
there's
how
been no
you are.
sun in Austin lately. It's just starting to peek out.
Yeah, I feel a little bit like I need a tanning booth.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to go into one.
And when I don't get sun, I get my Russian Belarus heritage makes me just turn white and pasty instantly.
Yeah.
That's it. Like it takes like overnight.
Well,
and yet you look so beautiful.
That's what self-tanner's for.
I did self-tanner once in my life for an audition, and I ran into a friend, and she looked at me and she says, really loud to the room, "Are you using self-tanner?" And like the whole room was like, "Ah." And I don't know why she did that, but it like sort of like made me like, yeah. And then I never did it again.
That's like the passive-aggressive people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't think she's a friend.
So you look amazing.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice of you.
And we were having an interesting discussion just before the podcast, which was sort of a fascinating view that you had about raising
boys,
young men.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's kind of fun. Interesting.
Yeah.
So.
Well, so as a mother, I think a lot, because it's my job, and it's my purpose as a mother, is what is the influence on my children? What example am I setting through my own actions, good and bad? You know, this is like the things that moms, we beat ourselves up constantly over, like, am I preparing them for life? Am I preparing them for people? Am I preparing them, but also shielding them until the time is right for them to broaden their scope of all the shit in this world? So anyway, I think a lot about, like, if my sons were to choose a wife, how much does who am I as a mother influence the type of girl they're going to pick if they pick a girl, and if they pick a spouse at all? And like, are they going to try and get someone as far away from what I'm like, or are they going to be like, I want someone like my mom because she's awesome?
They're going to be like,
and I don't know the answer to that.
What?
Because you kind of married your mom and me a little bit.
No, you are not. You are a.
Only in that we're tough. That's all.
Okay, yeah, you're both tough.
Yeah, we're tough.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm not like the feminine.
No, yeah, you
know what I mean?
You are very tough. My mom is very tough. You both are alpha bitches. I mean, alpha. Did I say bitch?
No, you didn't say bitch.
So
I'll claim it. I'm proud to be bitch.
You have essentially raised your sons to be very good at making their way around a bitch.
Yeah. That is it. And I'm proud of it. So, you know,
and that's maybe a really good thing.
Okay, so there's a book that I would read to Story, because it was, you know, he was our oldest, so he's the one who made me a mom. And it's like Bedtime for Bear. It's this kid's book. And he and I loved that book. I loved it. It was a mom and her son. It was like a mama bear and a baby bear.
Yeah.
And it would be like, no, baby bear, this is how you do it. Watch me. And it was all about, like, how mothers show their children how to do things by example and instruction. And and I think also because I'm homeschooling them, it's really like I'm really seeing the effects of preparedness based on how I approach, you know. So there's literal education, but then there's life education by your own example. And I was like, sometimes I think about, like, when I get hard on myself, right? If I'm lose my temper a little bit, or I get short with them, or impatient, or in any, I go, well, I'm just like preparing them for like how people are in the world, because not everyone is going to be like a loving mother.
If you're,
like, people are assholes.
If you're too perfect, they'll never find a spouse. because any woman that they may choose to have or whatever, they'll be like, oh, she's a bitch compared to my mom. So it's good that
you're a
little bit of a bitch, because they may even get
someone
lucky.
less bitchy.
And then they'd be like,
wow. But wait, I have something else. I have another justification.
Lay it on me.
Okay. So their generation is the girls.
Huh?
The girls of their generation.
The girls of our
son's generation is very much female empowerment.
Yeah.
That is the movement in which they're being raised. They're not being raised in women care for the house and pet the husband and make sure he's all okay.
Look how bad you made that seem.
Because it seems horrible to me. I couldn't live like that.
Oh my God, I could take a little bit of that. I'd be like so fucking happy with a little bit of...
I'll pet a husband I don't know.
You'll pet...
If a man can fully take care of himself, then I get excited to help him take care of himself. But when guys just sort of expect you to do shit and don't take care of, I don't know. It's
how
just
many
sort of
fucking men are you talking about here? I'm the only one that's your example. You mean me?
There's other men and other women in the world that have the same thing.
But
and women
you are only taking care or being a wife to one man.
Yeah.
Me. So if you're giving examples of how you'd be to other men, you just mean me.
No, I'm talking about women.
Okay.
Like that role of women that men expect women to do.
Oh, some men expect women a certain way.
A lot.
It's an interesting thing.
What men do you hang out with? You should take a look and see.
There is...
What they expect.
You've talked about several things which are inspiring me in a couple of ways.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I didn't even finish my thought. There's so much on this.
Okay.
But I was like, I'm glad that they have me raising them because I am super feminist person. And you're going to have your time, okay?
Okay, no.
Let the Snickers out. But
I snickered, but I'm with you. I snickered, but I'm with you.
But like, I'm prepared. They're the chicks that they are going to be finding are all going to be self-fulfilled women. And that's gonna be familiar to them.
I love that.
Yeah. As opposed to like me just dawdling over a husband and then they get a chick that's like says no and talks back. And they're gonna be like, what the heck? I'm preparing my children for feminist wives.
I was raised by an alpha feminist and was hoping to get a little more dawdling, and I absolutely did not get on the right train in that respect.
No.
That train did not arrive for me. I fell in love with you, and that was the train I got on, and it was taking me nonstop bullet train.
Yeah, the express. That was the express train.
Towards
take care of yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah, I do not get enough dawdling from you, and I could stand for a lot more. And men are funny about that.
But you know when people want something, you just kind of...
But what if that fucking played out? Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. Okay, you said that before, like, well, if you want my attention, I'm not going to want to give... Well, what if I was like, you like men... Wait, let me just have a say now.
I know, but I'm just going to tell you, it's getting a little petulant, and you might want to change
petulant?
the tone.
I'm petulant?
What are you...
Oh, you are such a brat with this area. So listen, hang on.
Speak with a little bit more... less like you're a little boy.
Oh my fucking God. The amount of emasculation that continues from you in this area. So listen, now you've got me all clustered, and I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. You have said many times that you have I don't know how to articulate. Yes, I do. You said and have said on many occasions that the fact that I want to be cared for or dolled more is or to have you be a little more like wife-like makes you less inclined to do it. The more I don't want it, the more you'd be fine doing it. To a degree. Okay, just keep that there for a second. Do I get it?
Yeah, we'll just put that on in square one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine now. Yeah. And here's why that's not fair.
Yes. Lawyer it up. Go on. Your Honor.
Well, you're right.
You are literally...
You are right about almost everything. There's a couple areas I get to have a little bit of jurisprudence over. Okay, so you like men that are very much gentlemen, right? It's a very big thing for you. When a man's not a gentleman, they're instantly like on your no thank you list.
Yeah.
As friends, and then as a husband, that's also important.
Yeah.
You've made it very clear.
And I've taught my sons.
Yes, to be a gentleman and to respect and treat women in a certain way. Of course, the obvious ways, but even in the details of ordering at a restaurant, opening a door, all those millions of things. That's too hard to articulating just like one little list of them. But that's important for you. Now, what if I said, I just want a woman who doesn't care about it. If you don't care about it, I'd want to do that for you. How fucked that would be. I am very much a gentleman to you. Enjoy being a gentleman to you. Have honor in how much you've taught me.
You're like literally screaming in my ear.
You have taught me to be a gentleman. I was not raised by anyone that taught me any such skill. I was not raised by my dad. I had no gentleman skills at all.
I know.
I was raised like a wolf.
Yes.
And you taught me early on that will not fly.
Right.
And I did not fight you on it, or I don't think I did. And you definitely have on your hands.
You totally fought me on it. You rolled your eyes. You thought it was
Did I?
Oh yeah, anything.
Are you talking like 1995 eye rolls? Are you talking like...
Well, I don't know. You're talking about when I had to start teaching it to you.
Well, when do you... Wow. Okay. Regardless.
Anything that resembled tradition to you made you want to gag.
That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about...
Well, but being a gentleman, like just common things.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do it.
I know, but you would roll your eyes and get annoyed as if that was like
in the way early.
I was just talking like it's just like manners.
Yes,
yeah,
yes. But I never said to you, I don't really want to give it to you if you want it. I just want to do it.
Yeah,
that's not fair. Mm-hmm. So
here's the difference to me.
Okay,
no,
okay,
to me.
Okay,
just so you know my viewpoint.
Okay.
To me, it's like just basic respect in terms of regard. In my opinion, what you or guys seem to need is like things. It's like in order to feel like a man. But I don't need your gentlemanliness in order to feel like a woman. I just don't want to be treated like shit. So that's what it feels like to me. Is it feels like you need those sort of gestures.
You keep glancing at my nether regions every time.
No, I don't.
Okay, it seems like you're saying...
I'm looking at your shirt.
I know, but it seems like
it.
you were saying, that category too, or
I'm
whatever.
not talking about sex.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm just talking about how you like the, like being like, how are you? And do you need anything? Can I get you anything? And, all those things, which I'm happy to do, but not if you're sitting there going like, if you don't do that, then I'm not a man or something like that. I think it feels like there's this, I don't know.
That seems like a hypocritical hair split.
Okay.
You have what you like,
Yeah.
and it's important to you, and I honor it, and I have what I like, and it annoys you.
That's true. It does. It just does. And I don't know why.
And that just seems a little like...
I get it.
Huh.
I get it.
Okay.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
What you're saying makes sense.
I appreciate that.
I don't know how to solve it.
Right.
It doesn't make me more inclined to
I know.
Cook.
I don't necessarily want that because I like cooking for myself. And when you do
can you articulate exactly what it is? Can you actually articulate? I'm not challenging you.
I'll tell you, but it's like...
just for all of us to understand, the concept.
I'll try to tell you, but I feel like it's going to make women hate me, but the men may understand it. And I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay being hated.
This is part of the discussion.
I think men...
Support in the light. I want you to be well lit while you articulate. That's better.
I
look
can't.
nicer.
Then I have to lean up. I don't like leaning up.
Sit up straight.
Can I move my chair up? No, I can't. Okay.
It's okay.
Well, I was just about to ramp and you just readjusted the...
Well, I'm sorry. I want you to be well lit for what you're about to say.
Okay.
Okay, go.
I wish, and I think that many men, not all men, you can't do that.
Sure.
But men like to be wifed a little bit. Like...
And what does that mean? Like, what does that actually translate to actions?
As there isn't like an algorithm with an exact list of things that I've written that have like a codification to them, I think that like a man enjoys a little bit of like, how can we articulate this, men? Like, not just the sex thing, right? That's
a separate category.
We're a separate category.
I'm not talking about that.
But like fawned over a little bit, like taken care of.
But what does that mean? As I walk by you in the kitchen, give you a hug?
Maybe there's some maybe there's
Give
a
you
little
a kiss and a hug in the morning on a good morning.
Well, but you're like putting it into like an exact.
Well, it has to be something. Otherwise, you're like, I want to be wifed, but it's ephemeral and obscure. That makes no sense. So you have to be able to articulate it.
Sort of.
Like at night, don't go on my laptop and sit and give you attention.
Oh my God.
Like that?
I feel like I'm not allowed to talk about that.
No, I'm trying to get you to be specific. You're like,
well, that is in itself its own thing where at a certain time of the night, you completely disappear.
Okay, so that's a thing maybe.
And sometimes I wish you would be a little bit like sitting with me and cuddling with me and chat. And you don't have to necessarily chat because sometimes it's a little late and we're all a little tired, but you just disappear. Like you're just gone.
Well, I go into my own.
But I'm not going to... Okay, fine. And then maybe there's times where it goes a long period of time without you even like sort of observing me or chatting with me or asking how things are or giving me a hug.
Do you think... Okay.
Or
I asked you a lot. How did you remember this morning?
You did
in the shower?
You did. You did ask me how I was doing this morning. Yeah. How my day was going in the shower.
Yeah, I do that more. I go, how's it going? We talk. We're home all day together.
Yeah.
Most men are away for hours, all day at work.
Yeah.
You and I are together.
So you're saying you don't need to check in on me because you know.
I see. I know exactly what you're doing. I observe. You come out from your office from writing breaks.
Let me ask you. If all ego was off the table and the camera wasn't recording and you were just by yourself, alone in your own universe, would there be things that you think that I would enjoy more? That maybe you don't even have to articulate to the camera.
I think it has to do with attention.
Okay.
See?
Attention.
It's the same thing my boys
do you
get.
think
it's just, they come up at night, can I have a neck? They just want my attention. Put your phone down. Like I think men,
the boys like to be mamaed and the husbands like to be wifed.
Yeah, it's like
not all of them.
Attention. Like you want attention. Like
but
you just want me to put my attention on you.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just attention.
And sometimes there's some physicality to that, and sometimes it's just attention.
I've told you before.
What?
Snuggling with you becomes something else, and I stopped.
I stopped too. I stopped asking for more when I snuggle with you. I shut it off. I'm like, let's just let her snuggle with me.
Yeah. I love snuggling when I just bit my lip. I love snuggling, but not if I have to then take my clothes off every time. I mean, I'm flattered you are into me, but...
Are you putting lipstick over the area that you just cut? That you bit down on?
It's called not dealing with my wifehood.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to sit here
I got
and
it.
Put on lip balm
I got
and
it. Well,
avoid the
you
topic.
look good. You look good doing it. I'll give you that.
Okay, here's the deal.
I'm having... Yes. Carry on.
As with all the other 900 hats I wear in the world, it's time management, right? So I've gotten pretty good at compartmenting my day so that I get everything done. I wear a lot of hats. And I think I need to include carving out more moments where I conscientiously put my attention on you.
Yes. And
whether that takes the form of a hug or come hang out, let's hang out. Hey, want to go for a walk? Or just sit and give you all my attention, not half attention.
Yeah.
And where you can feel the glitter of my life force in your space.
Yeah. And
right?
And I'll tell you how I think that's fair.
And I don't need that. That's why
I know.
I get oh my God.
I know a lot of men need that. A lot of men need that.
And it's not intrinsic to a need of mine, so it's like a foreign
language. And you
language.
make me feel like I'm weak for wanting it, which makes me nuts because it's not. I feel like
because I just don't get it. I go, why do you need my attention to feel like you can get through your day? But I guess that's the magic of a woman.
I'll give you an opinion.
Okay.
Okay. First off, the worst marriages I've seen in my life, in my opinion.
The woman doesn't do that.
No. The man could care nothing about it and was totally off in his own universe and almost didn't even recognize that he had a wife.
God, that sounds awesome.
And those were the marriages that I saw fail again and again where the husbands
I know, because they're not creating together.
were completely
right?
off in their own la land of whether it
They've
was
stopped creating their marriage.
And the wife would be like, he doesn't even like, he could go days and I could be like, I could shave my head, he wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
And those marriages, one for one, over the 31 years we've been together, left.
Yeah. Makes sense.
We watched them over 31 years, those marriages ended.
Yeah.
And those husbands fucked up some marriages with some great wives.
Right.
Great wives. Because they were a little bit off in their own world.
Yeah. I totally see that. And
didn't want their wife's attention at all, except for sex, and then it was done. And I'm like...
And I don't even think they used their actual wives for sex. I think they...
No, I think they did. And
I think they went outside the marriage. Those kind of guys cheat on their wives all the time. They don't think anything of it.
The ones I'm talking about didn't.
Oh.
They just didn't...
It was bare necessities.
Bare necessities.
Uh-huh.
And I will admit I'm a bit of a needy husband in that I really like being wifed by you. Mm-hmm. I mean, if it was another wife that wasn't as awesome as you, maybe I wouldn't care as much. If I had a really shitty wife, maybe I would seriously not care as much about being wifed. Because I got such a fun wife, I like being wifed by you.
Way to circumvent and get clever on that.
Meow. Okay. Well, I think we should end the podcast right now. I think absolutely we should ask for the check, please, and we should get this to go.
I'm curious if I really change that.
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing?
The answer,
or do you really want to end it?
In other words...
We're only at 21 minutes. You want to take 5 more minutes?
No.
Oh, okay.
But are you saying, do you really want one more chance to just be right and talk yourself out of this? Is that really what that was?
No. It's just, if I fix this point...
Yeah.
What are you going to have to complain about?
I don't have to complain about anything.
No, I think you do.
I do not.
I think you need to, have something wrong.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm
just checking.
I got plenty enough wrong with customer service from different airline companies credit card companies and airline company and computer companies that
the world is so... Businesses, you are so messed up with your customer service.
Lost your fucking shit.
Get it together, man. You do not make it easy. Oh my God.
Press 1 if you want this, press 2 if you want that. And I'm like, it's neither of those options.
Right.
And they're like, okay, then we will hang up now. Like, no, I just want to talk to somebody. Press 1 if it's that, 2 if it's that. No, where's 3? And then
the world of business and customer service is a mess.
Lost it. I wish I've been wanting to do a podcast called This is Bullshit, and it's just brands or companies that what they're doing to people is just bullshit. Okay.
That's another one. We'll do that.
I may do my
And we may name names of companies.
I may name names.
And we'll cite exactly what's wrong and how to fix it. From the customer's point of view.
And in that interim, Jenna will wife the fuck out of me.
Yeah, we'll see.